Greetings, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, and today I want to talk about these red hot Indianapolis Colts 29 to 28 victory over the Denver Broncos. Now, coming into this game after week one, we put BTA on the Miami Dolphins. So coming into a team that the league knows is going to have one of the best defenses in the league, and Shane Steichen's offense just orchestrated were perfect against them Dolphins. That Dolphins game, everything was firing on all cylinders for us, and it was no contest. So this game was a way more heart-pounding, intense back and forth game against these Denver Broncos. Now, we had some key injuries out for us on defense, which I think is why our defense looks so suspect to begin with. We had Charvarius Ward out, and we had Laiatu Latu, who had a pick week one against the Dolphins. So coming in this game, we knew that defense was going to struggle a little bit because of these key injuries, but offense continued to have their way against one of the best defenses in the league. And this game showed that this ain't no fluke. We are here. We are locked in. So the biggest thing in this game, it was the defense. And one of the biggest things with our offense is our red zone efficiency. We settle for so many field goals when in reality scoring is what we're going to need to do to really be great, because if this efficiency on offense dies down, then we're not going to be able to get 3 points and occasionally a touchdown every other drive. So offense is looking great, but our red zone efficiency is what's going to really bite us in the butt in the long term. And on defense, our run game is going to be the most suspect of all. But our philosophy, I'm beginning to understand that we want is, well, this was kind of like planned. When you get Daniel Jones, you don't want Daniel Jones behind the sticks at all. So he's efficient enough to do the right things, but we haven't played behind really at all. So, which is working against Daniel Jones' strength. He is going to give you that efficient offense. But have we seen him go out and win by coming back from a big deficit? That's going to be a big thing. And we saw that Anthony Richardson was able to do that a couple times last year against subpar teams. But Daniel Jones is going to give us this efficient offense all around, and that's why he's starting, because he's consistent. He's keeping the ball in the offense hands, keeping our defense off of the field. Last year, our defense was on the field for the most for any defense in the whole league. That's why we have leading tackles, leading whatsoever on defense. It's a reflection of our inefficient and unstable offense play. And now we flip that on our head, which is the best thing. You want to keep the ball in control in our offense. We haven't turned it over yet. We haven't done anything critical with the ball yet. We've marched down the field methodically, and we scored points. We started out early. We got the lead early to force their offense to be more of a pass situation, because our run defense is going to be our most vulnerable point in the team. So that's sort of our philosophy. But let's talk Daniel Jones. We almost had another perfect game, but we turned it on downs. We have yet to officially punt. We punted week one, but it got called because of a penalty. So, I mean, the offense just, Jonathan Taylor this game is going crazy. Our offensive line is elite. Daniel Jones was pressured so much, but he was able to stay poised and find receivers and put it right on the money too as well. We weren't scared to throw it against their best players because we have trust in our guys. I'm saying that our receiving core is deep. We don't have a jack of all trades receiver, but we have a receiver for every situation, for everything. We have Michael Pittman Jr. for our big body that's going to be bruising up the field, and he's going to catch the ball. He's going to possession catch. That's Michael Pittman. We have Josh Downs that's going to bail us out and get off of tight coverage. He came in clutch for third downs. We have Alec Pierce was one of my favorite wideouts on the team. He's going to be your big play, your big threat. He's going to go catch the ball 20, 40, 50 yards downfield. And A.D. Mitchell was able to make some pretty solid catches this game. And we saw that early game, Daniel Jones wasn't scared to give him a chance downfield. And Tyler Warren is a dog. He's that guy. We use him in so many ways, and our play calling is great. There was one where he's lined up in the backfield, and it looked like it was going to run the ball with Jonathan Taylor. No, we toss Tyler Warren out for a pass and gets like 30, 40 yards. So our offense is dynamic as I don't know what. And I saw a post before the season. It was like, what's going to stop our offense? And it showed off our weapons, and everyone was doubting Daniel Jones. It's like Daniel Jones will be the one stopping our offense, but it looks like no one's stopping our offense for real. But yeah, on defense, we were getting blurred down the field, man. Xavier Howard, he got bent over that first quarter, that second quarter of the game. And it wasn't looking. Shavarius Ward was sorely missed. Our defense was getting busted on throughout the game, but we showed out. Our defense stood up when we needed it the most. In the fourth quarter, we shut them off completely. The Colts scored points in each quarter. The Broncos didn't. We shut them out in the fourth quarter to give us a chance to go down and win a tight game that we honestly should have lost if it wasn't for the Broncos being undisciplined on their field goal block unit. So it was a tight game. It was an intense game. Offense, special teams. Our special teams, our kickoff teams, I feel like we give them too much yards. It feels like they have a way better cover team when we receive the ball. But other than that, man, yeah, our offense is looking. Daniel Jones is putting up numbers. He's above Josh Allen right now in efficiency. It's looking great for the Colts. But this week 3 against the Titans is going to be interesting because looking at this injury report, Tyler Warren is questionable. And Latu is questionable too. So, and I think we're going to get Shavarius Ward back to play against this team, which is going to be big. But Tyler Warren's out. That's going to be a big takeaway from our offense. Will we be as efficient? No. I don't think we will be as efficient, but I think Shane Steichen is going to try to keep some type of efficiency, even though we might miss Tyler Warren. It's not good because I had him on fantasy too. So we'll see what happens this week, but the Colts just keep on with their efficiency, crazy efficiency. It's unrealistic efficiency, to be honest. So we'll see if it slows down during the Titans. It shouldn't really, but I don't think I mentioned Jonathan Taylor enough in this game. Jonathan Taylor was magnificent. He was spectacular. He was mystical. He was magical. I'm telling you, he's tearing it up on the field. Like, our run game is going to be crazy. Our pass game, like, our offense is just complete right now. It is complete, but Jonathan Taylor took most of the snaps. I didn't even see. We don't really have a established two-headed monster. If we get that going, oh man, Jonathan Taylor, he had a big run, and in a play that should have been dead in the backfield, he just has this patience, and his jump cuts are immaculate. He's gonna jump cut and just shift his body to a whole nother direction. That's his specialty. His patience, his eyes, and his blazing speed is gonna punish. It's just watching him run the ball is one of the greatest things of all time. Like, he's just one of the most consistent RBs in the league, and one of the best RBs in the league. He was magnificent, and he's stepping up in other ways too. He wasn't known as this crazy pass catcher running back, but I think he's catching the ball. He's involved in that more as a part of Daniel Jones' sort of, dump it off, check down type of play, and he's stepped up in pass blocking too. So it's just, I think Jonathan Taylor having everything around him to really elevate him is just making him an even better running back, because this is the best unit offensively I've seen in a long while, in the last 5 years, that's for sure. So we'll see what happens against the Titans. It should be a W, but as long as we keep this up, we keep this energy up, we keep this momentum up, and I think what Cam Bynum brings to his team is just underestimated, and he got another pick. He got a crucial pick when the Broncos were in the red zone, and that was off of pressure. We didn't really pressure them at all this game. Bo Nix had time to make plays throughout this game, and in the second half, we saw that efficiency dwindle, and we were able to step up when they needed the most. Like I said, I think Kwity Paye got a hand in Bo Nix's face, and he had to throw it, like fling the ball sideways with a different technique, and it floated over the receiver into Cam Bynum's hands. So it was a great defensive unit play, a great finish with Cam Bynum, and great Selly too. So we're on the road for the first time. Let's see if we're able to keep this momentum on the road against a team that we should beat. Cam Ward looked pretty solid last week against, I forgot who they played, but he was able to make do with what he could. And looking at this matchup, a lot of their weaknesses is our strengths, so we should be able to exploit the crap out of this team. But let's see if they're able to make any significant adjustments to the Colts' red-hot offense. If not, they're going to be in it for a long day. So we'll see if Tyler Warren is able to get out there, and that's going to be big. Until next time.